Hi everybody, Eric from Hit Subscribe here, and today I'm going to show you how not to run afoul of the FTC or the Federal Trade Commission. If you instrument your blog incorrectly with affiliate links, you have the potential to get yourself in a little bit of trouble. Don't think too much trouble, but nevertheless, always best to be above board. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If that sounds interesting to you and you want to learn how to make a little bit of money with your blog, but how to do it on the up and up with affiliate linking so that you're not getting yourself into any trouble, stay tuned. Okay, first of all, the obligatory disclosure. I am not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. I do know a bit about the Amazon Associates program and affiliate marketing in general, but I am not somebody who would be qualified to tell you what will and won't get you sued. And in fact, all I really have a good understanding of is probably what will and won't get you sort of booted from affiliate programs, because in my experience and from what I've heard, it's a lot more likely that the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, in the US anyway, is going to go after programs like Amazon and the actual affiliate vendors rather than the bloggers that are taking advantage of those programs. So you're far more likely to have someone like Amazon policing your site and saying, hey, you're not in compliance with us. Nevertheless, it's better to do everything on the up and up because it doesn't really matter who comes after you or kicks you out of what. You want to be earning a little bit of money with your blog. So let's look at how you can make sure that you're good to go when it comes to doing that. Now, one other thing I will say is that I am kind of making it sound as though these programs in the FTC are maybe somehow being annoying bureaucracy or red tape or like just making your life inconvenient. But this actually does serve an important purpose, and I support it. So think of it this way. Imagine you're browsing the internet and you're searching for what kind of car you want to buy next.
There's no kid here that can move a Ferrari like I can. I'm known from coast to coast like butter and toast. Ask anybody about Freddie Bisco.
And you're looking to something like, let's say, Consumer Reports, where what you're expecting is a list of all the different cars in a category and ratings on which one is the safest. And you have sort of good faith expectation that this information is gathered and evaluated fairly and presented to you without an agenda. And if there were an agenda there, you would probably want to know about it. And so that's really what the FTC is doing here. They're making sure that if you find some piece of information from somebody on the internet or wherever you're looking, that you're aware of any financial incentive they have to color their information. So if you're participating in the Amazon Associates program, it's important as far as your readers are concerned for them to know about any financial relationships that you have so they can make informed decisions about the content. And so I want to show you not only how to be in compliance, but how to sort of participate and be a good citizen and have everything be on the up and up with your content. Okay, so when it comes to actually disclosing, there are a few strategies I've seen for doing this. The first one is that you put in the top of your blog post a little blurb that says, this site uses affiliate links, click here for more information. And then with the here where you link, you actually create a whole page, with some legalese or whatever in there that explains everything in detail. And the reason people do this is because there are a couple of requirements about the Amazon Associates program and affiliate linking in general, which is you have to put information about affiliate linking before the link. You can't go burying it in the footer. And it also has to be sort of in plain language, plain enough for someone to see. So like the idea here is that you don't want to do things that technically show it, but that confuse people or that most readers will miss. So this first one actually runs afoul of something that they want you to do, which is they don't want you to have a little blurb and then link off somewhere else, however plainly worded. They want the whole blurb right there in front of the reader so that they can see it. So people do this, and they've done it for a long time, and I don't think anyone's come after. You could try this, but there is a risk since technically it's not what you're supposed to be doing. So that's strategy number one. Strategy number two is another thing that kind of probably isn't totally above board, but this is where people will kind of create like some kind of find and replace, maybe through a WordPress plugin, where every time they do an affiliate link, it inserts a little bit of text that says parenthetically affiliate link. Again, this is better than no disclosure, but I don't think it's what the FTC is looking for. because it's not explaining to the reader what that means. So if you don't know what an affiliate link is, you just kind of shrug, maybe click on it like you don't know. They want you to know as the reader. So that's the second strategy. I wouldn't go with either one of those because it's not technically, dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's. So third strategy, and this is where you are getting into something that's fully compliant. It's not the one I'm going to do, but it's perfectly valid. This is where you have some kind of text snippet that you put in the beginning of any post with affiliate links, or maybe just any post at all. In WordPress, you could do this with something like a short code, where you just put this in and it expands it. And at the beginning of every post, you see a little blurb that explains what affiliate links are and why you're doing them. And that brings me to the fourth thing that you can do, which is what I'm going to be showing you here today. And that is to put something in kind of the side gutter as a widget in your blog, where it's near the top and it's going to be explaining everything, but it's not like at the beginning of the post. And this has the advantage of that you really only need to do this once. You don't need to worry about putting text or a short code into each post. It's there, it's plainly visible on your site, it's fully expanded, but you don't have to mess with it every time. So that's why I personally like this approach. Now, before I show you that, it is also worth mentioning that there are a few philosophical approaches to the copy as well. So forgetting where you actually put it, but what you actually write. So the first one, I kind of alluded to this in a different context, but the idea of having a little blurb with a separate link, I think of this as kind of hiding it. So you have a little bit of honest copy, but it sends you out, to some bigger piece of honest copy. But this is still kind of indirection. It sort of says to the reader, like, hopefully you won't click on this. So that's not the route I would suggest going, but some people do. There is the copy that's sort of formal or in legalese. You see this in a lot of places where it's like, this program officially uses the Amazon, blah, 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 all rights reserved. And this has a way of signaling to readers also, like, please don't read this. It's like reading the agreement to any SaaS you sign up for, where you can see that this is clearly designed for you to be discouraged from actually reading it. It's a tried and true strategy. It's not the one I'm going to opt for. The one that I'm going to opt for and show you is the kind of lean into it one, where I'm just going to write all about this in plain English and kind of explain the who, what, why, and how. All of this, fairly literally as to how affiliate links work. So it's giving the reader a little bit of an education in the subject, and it's also, not hiding anything. You're saying, look, we're here to make a little bit of money, cover our costs. Hopefully that's all right with you. So I'm a big proponent of that sort of transparency. I actually think it builds a lot of goodwill with your readers, and I think you'd be surprised how little they mind you actually earning a little bit of money for all the work of putting together a bunch of blog posts. So without further ado, let's take a look at that approach. All right, so before we really get started here, let me kind of show you the site that we're going to instrument, which is Make Me a Programmer. Here's what it looks like. You can see the recent posts widget at the top right, and here's a blog post, The Best Way to Learn C#, a complete introduction. And what I want to do is I want to affiliate, instrument this blog post for affiliate links. So if you look down here all the way at the bottom, I have some links to books, and this is on Amazon. This is where I want to take the new affiliate programming setup, and I want to go and make this a link where we can earn a little bit of money for the blog. So that's our starting point. Let's take this blog and actually instrument it for the affiliate links. So here's what that is going to look like. Here I am at the WordPress dashboard, and I am going to go into widgets, and this is one of the dead simplest ways to do it. I'm going to add what's called a text widget, and when I do that, I'm going to position it where it's going to go at the top right, and then I'm going to type all of this out. And let's kind of speed this up here because you don't necessarily want to watch me type all of this, but suffice it to say, here is our full affiliate disclosure. You will be able to see this on the actual site if you go to makemeaprogrammer.com when I am finished. So now we save that, and we'll be able to see that this full affiliate disclosure is there on the website. And basically what I'm doing is completely leaning into this, like I said, the who, the what, the why, in absolute plain language, in an unapologetic way, saying like, look, we're going to make a little bit of money off of this because it's not free to host a site. We want to cover our costs. And, we expect that people will be okay with that. So now what we can do is take a look at how to go back and re-instrument this now that we're kind of covered and we're explaining to our readers what we're doing and why, and we're not going to get shut down by the FTC or anyone else. And so what you do is you just go back into the post and you find any links that you had formerly to Amazon. So in this case, we'll look at this one, we'll actually open it up, and then you'll notice at the top here there's this text link that I can get, and that's going to give me Hit Subscribe's affiliate link. So if I go use this in the actual blog post now, instead of my original link, I now have an affiliate link. And if I update this post and then click on the affiliate link, what you can see here is in the URL, as I was talking about in the last video, you now have this Hit Subscribe -20 tag in there. And so on this visit, if I were to go actually purchase something from Amazon, I would get a little bit of a commission there. By the way, don't do that. It is against their terms of service to use your own affiliate links, but that's how it works. All right, and that is actually going to do it for this particular video. I hope this has been helpful. If it has and you want to see more stuff like this, please give us a subscribe and click that bell at the bottom so it'll let you know when we come out with new content. Also, if you've liked it, I would love it if you would throw us a like with a little thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give us a thumbs down. We want honest feedback and reader or viewer engagement, however you prefer to do it. Obviously, we hope that you like the videos. So with that, as always, thank you for watching, and I hope that you will join us next time as we continue to kind of go through these videos related to the instrumentation of making a program and the development of that site. So thanks for watching, and take care.